of your 7-part HFY sci-fi story, written in third-person style, using simple English, and based on your provided title, Aliens sent a distress signal, Earth answered with its most powerful warfleet. Best HFY Part 1, the signal from the edge. The galaxy was large. Endless stars. Countless planets. Many species lived far from each other. Some fought. Some traded. But most stayed quiet. Then came the Grey Dwellers. No one knew where they came from. They didn't talk. They didn't send warnings. They just destroyed. One system at a time. Planet after planet turned to ash. The Drell, a peaceful alien race, lived in the outer edge of the galaxy. They believed in unity. In peace. Their cities were built among green trees and floating rivers. But the peace ended when the sky broke. A dark fleet arrived, hundreds of ships. Silent. No lights. Just weapons. The Drell tried to talk. The Grey Dwellers answered with fire. Cities fell in seconds. Families ran. The ground shook. Fires lit up the night. The Drell High Council gathered underground. Their leader, an old and wise Drell named Varro, made a decision. We must call for help, he said. But who? One elder asked. Varro looked up. Earth. The room went quiet. Earth, another asked. But they never joined the council. They keep to themselves. Varro nodded. Yes. But I have seen their ships. I've seen their strength. If anyone can stop this, it's them. They sent the signal, simple. Honest. Desperate. This is the Drell. We are under attack. We ask Earth for help. Please. They waited. 1 day passed, then 2. The skies grew darker. The enemy moved closer to the last Drell city. Then, on the 3rd day, a reply, only 2 words, message received. That night, something strange happened. The stars shifted. A small tear opened in space above the Drell world. Then light, ships, hundreds. Sleek. Black. Glowing blue engines. Sharp weapons. Silent and deadly. The lead ship was massive. It blocked the sky. Its name blinked on every Drell screen. E.S.S. Titanus, Earth strategic ship. A voice followed, clear, deep, and calm. Drell people, stand down. Earth has arrived. For the first time in weeks, the Drell didn't feel fear. They felt something else. Hope. Earth's wrath begins. The Drell stood in silence, staring up at the dark sky. The Earth ships didn't flash. They didn't roar. They simply hovered, waiting. Giant, silent predators ready to strike. The lead ship, ESS Titanus, moved slowly into orbit. Its engines left no heat, no flame, just a faint blue shimmer in the sky. In the Drell command bunker, Varro watched the scans. So many, he whispered. So powerful. One of the young technicians looked up. They sent their strongest, elder. They didn't just come, they brought a fleet. The Grey Dwellers noticed the new arrival too. They responded like they always did, by firing. A full volley of plasma torpedoes launched from their destroyers. The sky lit up with angry red. The missiles roared toward Titanus. The Earth fleet didn't move. Not a single ship turned. But before the missiles could strike, a strange shield appeared. Not a normal one. This field shimmered like glass bending in water. The missiles hit and vanished. Not exploded. Erased. Then came Earth's reply. The Titanus opened its lower bays. Long, sleek cannons slid outward. There was no loud charge up. No dramatic warning. The blast was silent. A thin blue beam flashed out, and the nearest Grey Dweller ship split in half, clean, like paper. The pieces didn't fall. They just disappeared, as if space itself refused to remember them. In the command center, Earth's fleet captain spoke. You attacked civilians. That was your choice. Now you face ours. More beams fired. Controlled. Clean. Each one took out a key enemy ship. The Drell watched in awe. No chaos. No wild shots. The human fleet didn't waste a single missile. Their strikes were perfect. Meanwhile, on the surface, Grey Dweller units began pushing toward the last Drell city. Walkers. Drones. Infantry. But Earth had already landed. From the clouds came long black dropships, each glowing underneath. They moved fast, too fast for the enemy to react. They hit the ground with sharp precision, and from them stepped Earth's ground forces. No speeches, just action. Each soldier wore heavy black armor, shaped to resist everything. Their helmets glowed red in the center. They didn't shout. They didn't show fear, they walked through enemy fire like it was nothing. One soldier pointed forward. A cannon the size of a tree burst from his shoulder. He fired once. A line of grey dwellers vanished in the sand. The Drell had never seen war like this. It wasn't just a rescue. It was a judgment. Liam, the commander aboard the Titanus, watched from his station. He tapped the arm of his chair and spoke calmly, "Continue push. No survivors. No prisoners. They made their choice." Back in the Drell bunker, Varro closed his eyes. "They didn't just come to help us," he whispered. "They came to end the threat." No mercy in the void. The battlefield burned, but not with chaos, with precision. The Grey Dwellers had never been challenged. They had crushed empires, burned colonies, turned peaceful races into dust. Their strength came from fear. No one ever struck back, until now. Above the Drell homeworld, Earth's warfleet moved like a blade. Every formation was sharp. Every maneuver clean. They didn't chase. They didn't retreat. They simply advanced, one ship at a time, pushing the enemy back, sector by sector. On the surface, the ground forces were unstoppable. Earth soldiers, known only as the Silence Division, spread through the forests and ruined cities. Their armor absorbed plasma. Their weapons carved through enemy tech like it was paper. They didn't talk. They didn't pause, they executed. In one broken village, a small Drell child hid under rubble. Grey Dwellers were searching nearby. Just as one stepped close, a black-armored human dropped from above, no sound, no warning. In one clean motion, the enemy was gone. The soldier reached out. His voice, through the helmet, was calm. "You're safe now." The child blinked, then cried. Elsewhere in orbit, the Titanus led a charge into the enemy's second wave. The Grey Dwellers had brought reinforcements. A massive carrier ship emerged, larger than anything the Drell had seen. It opened fire instantly, flooding space with missiles and fire. Earth's fleet didn't dodge, they advanced through the storm. Liam, aboard the Titanus, stared at the massive ship on his screen. "Target engines. Break the back. Then burn the core." Within moments, Earth's capital ships surrounded the enemy carrier. Long rail cannons fired silently. Drones flew in tight spirals, tearing through armor. Within 60 seconds, the giant ship cracked down the middle. Then came the final blow. The Titanus charged a single-core weapon. The hammer. It released a short burst. The explosion didn't flash, it bent light. The enemy ship folded inward, collapsing into itself, until there was nothing left. Total erasure. The Drell gasped from the ground as the skies cleared. The battle above had ended in silence, but not peace, because across the system, Earth ships were already warping to nearby Drell colonies, where Grey Dwellers had moved earlier. The warfleet would not rest. Earth didn't come to defend. It came to finish. Back in the Drell capital, Elder Varro stood before the surviving citizens. "Earth has given us a gift," he said. "Not just protection, but a promise. A promise that no one would harm them again, not while Earth was watching, but..." Deep in the stars, beyond even the Drell's edge, the Grey Dwellers were regrouping, preparing a counterstrike. Something bigger, older, worse. And Earth already knew. On the Titanus, Liam received a new report. Enemy signal detected. Far side of the Drell sector. Bigger than anything we've seen. Liam didn't flinch. "Good," he said. "Then we won't miss." Asterisk. Shadows from the dark zone. The signal came from deep space, past the Drell borders, past charted maps. An old, dead zone where stars no longer shined. The Grey Dwellers had hidden something there, something massive, from the Titanus command bridge. Liam reviewed the scan. The structure wasn't just a ship. It was a high fortress, part station, part living being. It pulsed with energy. Around it, dozens of enemy ships clustered like insects around a nest. Myra, the fleet's data officer, leaned forward. "This isn't a counterattack," she said quietly. "It's a final stand." Liam's voice was calm. "Then we bring final judgment." The Earth warfleet regrouped, thousands of ships in perfect formation, command carriers, interceptors, Shadow-class destroyers. The Drell, watching from orbit, had never seen so many human vessels moving as one. The fleet vanished into hyperspace. When they exited, there was no ceremony. They entered the dark zone like a blade entering flesh. The stars were dim here. Gravity twisted. Old wrecks floated through the void. Ships that had come before and never left, but Earth had come prepared. The first enemy wave attacked instantly. Missiles. Cannons. Plasma storms. The Titanus didn't stop. None of them did. Instead, they absorbed the first strike. Armor melted, but shields held. Then Earth's reply came, fast, brutal, merciless. The lead destroyers dropped shock charges, weapons designed not to kill, but to break formations. The charges exploded in total silence, creating fields where nothing worked. No engines, no weapons, no movement. The Grey Dwellers' outer fleet was frozen. Then came Earth's inner circle, the dreadnoughts. Titan-sized ships with black hulls and glowing crimson cores. Each carried a planet-level weapon. Not just to destroy bases, but entire biomes. They opened fire together. The Hive Fortress was hit with beams of energy so dense they bent the dark. Its armor cracked. It screamed, not in sound, but in waves of psychic energy that echoed into the minds of every crew. Liam winced. Finish it before it speaks again. The fleet responded. Missiles poured in. Lasers carved through towers. Boarding units landed. Earth soldiers pushed deep into the fortress, room by room, hallway by hallway. No talking. No hesitation. In the core chamber, a small team reached the power heart of the enemy base. It pulsed like a living thing, dark veins, glowing red liquid. Humming with hate, the soldier in front planted the device. Detonator armed. Fall back, said command. Outside, the ships cleared space. 10 seconds later, light swallowed the hive. A blast that didn't explode outward, but inward. The fortress twisted, compressed, and vanished. The zone fell silent. In the Drell skies, a final message flashed across all systems: enemy command destroyed. Operation complete. Back on Titanus, Liam sat back, but before he could breathe, another message arrived, this time from Earth Command. Unknown transmission detected. It's not Creel. It's something else. Older. The victory was real, but it wasn't. The END. It was just the beginning. The ancient transmission. The battle was over. The Grey Dwellers' Hive Fortress was gone. Their fleets had scattered. Across the galaxy, news of Earth's brutal efficiency spread fast. Even species that once feared humanity now watched with a new emotion, respect. But the Titanus was silent. Liam stared at the encrypted file that just appeared on his screen. Myra had tried to trace it. She failed. It didn't come from the enemy, she said. And it didn't come from us. It came from somewhere deeper. The signal carried no voice, no language. Just tones. Repeating sounds. Liam ordered the AI to decode it. After hours, a pattern formed. Then, a location. A starless sector far beyond the known frontier, untouched, unexplored, feared even in stories. The transmission repeated two words: come prepared. Earth. Command sent no delay orders. The fleet turned. The Drell offered their thanks, humbled and safe. But Earth's warfleet didn't stay to receive praise. They had no time for medals. No speeches. The real threat had just whispered, and Earth answered every whisper with fire. The Titanus led the fleet toward the dark system. As they approached, the stars disappeared again. Instruments failed. The void around them was still, too still. No movement. No waves. Just cold. Suddenly, the lead scanner picked up motion. Not a ship. A structure, floating in the dark, was a massive black ring, ancient, cracked, glowing faintly. Around it drifted debris from ships not even recorded in human history. And beyond the ring is silence. Myra stuttered the data, her voice shaking slightly. Whatever built this, it wasn't the Grey Dwellers. This thing is older than Earth's first satellites. A sudden burst of energy struck the fleet, but not as a weapon. A memory. Each human crew member saw visions, flashes of war from another time. A galaxy aflame. A single black ship like the Titanus. And a voice, clear and terrifying: you are not the first. Earth Command gave one order: proceed with caution, but be ready to strike. Liam nodded. Prep the hammer. All ships, combat. Alert. The Titanus moved forward, crossing the ancient ring, and instantly, they saw it. A city-sized ship, hovering silently, not Creel, not Drell, not human. It looked alive. Its metal skin pulsed. Its eyes, yes, it had eyes, opened slowly, and the final message came through: you opened the gate. Now prove you deserve to survive. The silence ended, something began to awaken. The gatekeeper awakens inside the ring, space itself began to change, the laws of physics bent. Gravity shifted. Time ticked slower. The massive living ship, the gatekeeper, opened its eyes wide, glowing with deep gold and dark crimson. It wasn't just looking at the Earth fleet. It was judging them. Liam stood on the Titanus bridge, fists tight. All screens flickered. AI cores screamed with alerts. Weapon systems tried to lock, but failed. It's jamming us without any visible tech, Myra said. This thing isn't just advanced, it's beyond. The gatekeeper didn't attack. Not with missiles. Not with beams. It simply released waves of pressure, waves of memory. Every human in the fleet saw images in their minds, stars dying. Civilizations crushed, war that stretched across galaxies. The gatekeeper had seen it all before. It had ended it all before. Then it spoke, not aloud, but in every human thought: prove your worth. Suddenly, thousands of strange drone ships detached from the gatekeeper, silver, fluid, blinding fast. They swarmed the fleet in perfect formation. Earth's warfleet didn't hesitate, even in fear. They followed training, even under pressure. They fought back. The Titanus fired its hammer cannon. The beam was clean, pure energy focused at one of the enemy drone squadrons. Dozens of the silver ships shattered, but more came. The Earth fleet formed tight defense walls. Interceptors took the lead, weaving around the enemy with expert timing. Railguns fired continuously. EMP charges went out. In waves. One by one, Earth's warships began to fall, but they took hundreds with them. Liam's voice never wavered. Stay focused. Target command points. This is a test. We don't run from tests. Onboard the gatekeeper, something shifted. A second ring of energy activated, one Earth had missed. From it, another wave of ships appeared, darker, faster. Stronger. Then, Earth did something the gatekeeper had not expected. Adapt. One Earth cruiser, the Saber, was nearly destroyed, engines on fire, shields gone. But instead of falling back, its captain redirected all energy into a final strike. It plowed into the second enemy wave, core reactor overloading. The explosion lit the void. It wasn't desperation. It was sacrifice. The gatekeeper paused, and in that moment, Earth struck again, coordinated, unified, relentless. A full fleet barrage hit the gatekeeper's left eye. The armor cracked. The creature let out a low hum, a sound that wasn't pain, but acknowledgement. Inside every Earth soldier's mind, a final voice echoed: you resist with unity. You fight with reason. You endure with honor. Then, all enemy drones stopped. One by one, they drifted, turned, and powered down. The gatekeeper backed away, and for the first time in its ancient life, it bowed. The ring around the battle site pulsed once more, opening a path through unknown space. A new frontier, unlocked only by those who passed the trial. Earth opens the stars. The gatekeeper was silent, its massive form drifted aside, no longer glowing with threat, but with strange warmth. The path beyond the ancient ring lit up, a corridor through deep, unexplored space. Planets rotated quietly. Within, untouched, unnamed. It was a frontier no one had seen before, not even the gatekeeper. Liam stood at the center of the Titanus bridge. All screens now showed one word pulsing gently in gold: worthy. Myra stared at it, barely breathing. It didn't just test us to destroy us. It tested to choose us. Choose us for what? Liam asked. She shook her head slowly. A greater purpose. Or maybe, a warning. Behind the Titanus, Earth's fleet floated in formation, scarred, but unbroken. Every soldier knew the cost. They had lost comrades. Burned ships. Watched friends fall in battle against the unknown, but now, they had earned something no species before them had achieved: the right to move forward. The gatekeeper sent one last message, silent, yet clear: guard what you have, or I will return. And then, without a sound, it turned and vanished into the void. It left no trail, just memory. Liam sat quietly in the command chair. Send the message back to Earth. The sector is clear. The gate is open. Myra looked out. The main window. What do we call this space? Liam thought for a moment. Then he smiled slightly. New Terra. The order went out. Scouting ships moved first. Science teams. Engineers. But Earth was cautious. This victory didn't bring arrogance. It brought wisdom. The Drell sent gifts, art, knowledge, and peace envoys. Humanity accepted. With calm hands and sharp eyes, they prepared for what lay beyond. Back on Earth, the story of the fleet spread across every city, every colony. People stood in silence as the names of the fallen were read. They cheered as the Titanus broadcast its final report, mission complete. The threat is neutralized. The future is ours to explore. Children in schools drew pictures of the gatekeeper, soldiers. Wore the symbol of the ring on their chest, and high above, deep in space, Earth's most powerful warfleet floated quietly, watching the stars. But the galaxy remembered. The aliens who once sent a distress signal to Earth now knew something greater. When humanity answers, it doesn't just come to fight. It comes to end the war, and if the stars ever cried out again, Earth would answer. Asterisk.